The tank on the water jet cutter is getting really full again today, so we're going to empty that this morning. The time to empty the tank is all taken in setting the whole thing up and then tearing the whole thing down again. You know, tanks, pressure washers, hoses, all that stuff. The actual emptying only takes like 20 minutes. Waiting just now for that tank to fill with water. In the meantime, it's funny. I mean, I make high-end titanium mechanical pencils and pens, tweezers, all that sort of stuff. You know, and the website looks good. Well, it doesn't look good. The pictures look good, you know, it comes across as nice clean cut and stuff like that, but this is the real business here, you know, it's messy, it's not clean. We've got bags of garnet for doing the water jet cutting down here in the corner. We've got a pile of envelopes there that I ship the products out in, so that's stacked up here. Right now we've got water on the floor because we're in the middle of cutting. I mean, look at that, that's mud right there. Pretty much mud. But it's funny, that's what business is. Every business comes across as, you know, this clean cut, this is what we're delivering to you. But in the background, I think there's always mess. There's chaos. I think it's just the way it is. That's the tank emptied. Got a forklift, the garnet we took out there. That's us ready to start cutting tweezers again. Yes, I am tumbling a bit of copper today. Blasphemy. Metal blasphemy. I've never tumbled copper before, but it's way softer than titanium. Like this is starting to really sort of you know, wear away and deburr just with these sort of plastic pyramids. I'll show you them. So when tumbling titanium with that stuff, it would, you know, it would take hours to have the same effect that it does with this copper. It's so soft, but yeah, so got a lot more tumbling to do on this little thing. Spent the whole day in the workshop today. Doesn't happen very often. And doing physical labour, you know, like using that hose to suck garnet out the tank, lifting the tank, scooping, you know, garnet with a shovel. It's funny, I hardly ever do physically exhausting work now. It's mostly online and you know, phone calls and stuff like that. It's kind of more office admin, operations type stuff. But it's good, like, to feel physically exhausted, you forget how healthy and how good that is for you, sort of, as a human. It's weird. Up until now, I've really only manufactured my own products, you know, like stuff made out of titanium, you know, bottle openers, carabiners, pens, pencils. But I'm starting to get asked more and more if I can manufacture for other people. I think maybe they see my own products, they see the level of detail I go to, and quality control, that kind of thing. It's something I always turned away in the past, but I'm getting better systems in place and things like that. So it's something that's quite interesting, and I'm sort of just putting my toe in the water, seeing how it will go, that kind of thing. I'm working with a couple of people just now who want products made. We're in the middle of that, so it's kind of exciting. So not just doing my own products, but helping other people. I think the main thing is that I like when someone comes to me and says, we can't find a manufacturer like that can do what we need done. I mean, I don't like that they're having trouble, but I'm happy that, because I know when they find us, we can do what we say we can do, and we can do it when we say we can do it. Like, we don't overpromise and underdeliver or anything like that. Like, we're not some big company that only deals with the big guys and stuff, because in some ways I'm still the little guy, like the numbers I do, my Kickstarter projects, things like that. I'm still bespoke. We do hundreds of a product or thousands of a product. Nothing big. We're not doing tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of a particular product. So I still regard myself as small fry. But for other people, I could be regarded as a big fish, essentially. And the reason I say that is because, a lot of people come to me and they want, 1 or 200 of an item produced. And that's really small for a lot of companies that produce things, especially if they've been going to China before, because China are better at big numbers. They're not so good at small things. Like, you'll be hard pushed to find them doing anything less than 1,000 of anything. So we're in quite a good position that we can do these smaller numbers. We generally get approached by companies who make high-end products themselves. They see the kind of high-end products I do, and they have something similar. Like, I typically don't get approached by a company that's making a cheap, plastic and aluminium thing. It's generally either titanium and bespoke, or something that goes, into a kind of high-end shop, that kind of thing.